it's Angel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make swallow's bird's nest, which is a Chinese delicacy that has been around for hundreds of years. Now in Mandarin, swallow bird's nest is pronounced as yanwo, and it's literally known as caviar of the East because it's not only rare and expensive, but it's also a delicacy. As an herb, bird's nest is known to boost the immune system, and it's also good for the lungs, skin, hair, and nails. And according to Grandma, back in the day, only royalty could consume this dish. So it's kind of got a bit of neat history there. If you guys are interested in learning how to make swallow's bird's nest, keep watching. So before we get started, I want to talk about the main ingredient, swallow bird's nest. And if you haven't seen swallow bird's nest before, this is what it looks like up close. You can see that there's this delicate weaving, and that's from the bird's saliva, and it's slightly translucent. It's got kind of a neat mesh look to it. Now, traditional swallow bird's nest usually takes hours to prepare, and that's because you need to soak and reconstitute it beforehand. And in today's video, I've partnered with Golden Nest to use their new Simply Swift Swallow Bird's Nest product, which has been pre-cooked and flash steamed, which means you only need to cook it for 15 minutes over the stovetop or 4 minutes in the microwave, which is super convenient for those of you who want to cook bird's nest at home. Now, if you're interested, each piece of the swallow bird's nest comes with a QR code where you can check out information regarding their sustainability and traceability program. And with that, I'm going to show you guys how to make swallow bird's nest as an herbal drink 3 ways. So what do you say, guys? Let's get cooking. The first drink I'm making is swallow bird's nest with dates and goji berries. For the ingredients, we'll need 6 pieces of dried goji berries, 2 to 3 pieces of dried red dates, and I've gone ahead to soak mine for an hour or so to soften at first and then slice into halves. And for a little sweetness, a little rock sugar to taste. I recommend starting out with half a tablespoon to start. To cook, bring 2 cups of filtered water to a boil, and once it's boiled, add 1 piece of Simply Swift bird's nest, then the dates and goji berries. Then cover and boil on medium heat for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, turn off the heat, add your rock sugar, and gently stir to dissolve. When it's done cooking, pour into your glass containers and let cool before refrigerating. And to store these drinks, I'm using these really cute glass jars that I got with these cork lids. The next drink I'm making is swallow bird's nest with ginseng and chrysanthemum flowers. For the ingredients, we'll need 6 dried chrysanthemum flower buds and 5 slices of American ginseng root. And if you end up getting the whole ginseng root, you can always ask your local Chinese herb shop to also slice them for you into thin pieces. This recipe is super easy to make. Just bring 2 cups of filtered water to a boil, add 1 piece of Simply Swift bird's nest, then cover and boil on medium heat for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, turn off the heat and add the ginseng root and chrysanthemum flowers. Just like we're steeping tea, we'll let the pot sit covered for 15 minutes. When it's done, pour into glass containers and let cool before refrigerating. Finally, for drink number 3, I'm making a dessert swallow bird's nest with poached Asian pear and coconut milk. For this recipe, we'll need half a small size Asian pear. Peel and cut a quarter of the pear into small bite-sized pieces. Then cut another quarter of the pear to use for infusing the liquid with flavors. Like before, we'll bring 2 cups of filtered water to a boil, then add 1 piece of Simply Swift bird's nest and the larger pear pieces. Then cover and boil on medium heat for 15 minutes. Halfway through the cook time is when we'll add the smaller bite-sized pear pieces. After it's done cooking, turn off the heat, add rock sugar to taste, and gently stir to dissolve. Here we'll want to remove the larger pear pieces, leaving the smaller bite-sized pear pieces for the drink. Then pour into your glass containers, leaving a bit of room for the coconut milk. And once your drink is chilled and ready to serve, top it off with a little bit of coconut milk to taste. So that is how you make swallow bird's nest herbal drink 3 ways. Once your drinks have chilled in the fridge for a few hours, they are ready to serve and consume. And since I have 3 of the drinks ready, let's go ahead and do the taste test. I'm going to start with the goji berry and date herbal drink. And I'm going to use a bubble tea straw because it's going to be easier to drink. Wow, That is really delicious. There's a little bit of sweetness from the goji berries and dates, and then we also added the cane sugar to it. If you guys haven't had swallow's nest before, it's actually a little bit chewy. It's soft but chewy. It's kind of like a bubble tea add-in. It's a bit fun, and it absorbs the flavors of whatever you cook it in. So there's definitely the flavors of the goji berries and dates in there, and it's really, really delicious. Let's try drink number 2. So we've got the ginseng and chrysanthemum flowers here. Okay, this is a very unique flavor. If you have ginseng before, it's actually kind of bitter. We didn't add any sugar in here, which is great, but served chilled, this is really nice in the summertime. The bitterness from the ginseng kind of cools you down. And there's a little bit of a flavor from the chrysanthemum flowers, which is nice. And that combined with the swallow's nest is really delicious. I'm just gonna try another sip here. That is good. And finally, let's try the dessert one. So this is the Asian pear with coconut milk. I'm gonna give that a stir. Oh wow. That is like heaven. That combined with a hint of the sweetness of the pear and the swallow's nest in there. This is a really, really, really good dessert drink. I think this is my favorite of the 3. All in all, these are 3 great ways to try the swallow bird's nest delicacy at home. I'm Angel. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you guys want to learn more about the Simply Swift product that I used in today's video, I will post a link in the video description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.